Hi, welcome to the Gerry Lynch show. uh, Tonight I want to show you guys a big storm that we're getting. Okay, uh, here's the news. I'm going to play it on Facebook. Maybe some people haven't got cable and don't know us. I'm doing this because it's a very big storm, and some people, haven't got cable, but they can check out storm on this video. So, you guys, here's what we're getting. Turn her up a bit. In advance of this terrible storm. And Eddie, I've seen you concerned about a lot of our weather systems over the years, but I have not seen you as concerned as you are today.
Yeah, I'm concerned for the safety of everybody. You know, as we get into tomorrow evening, we're going to be seeing winds sustained 80, 90, gusting as high as 150. And that's not for coastal areas. That's across a good chunk of eastern and northeastern Newfoundland, including the St. John's Metro, including the Avalon and Bonavista Vista Peninsulas, and the northeast coast. And that's in combination with very heavy snowfall. The likelihood of damage from the winds and power outages is very real. And, I'm not trying to be somebody that's trying to spread hype or get you to watch. I'm generally concerned for safety this evening. So take that as you will. -8 temperature right now in St. John's. Enjoy this calm weather because this is not going to be this way tomorrow evening. Winds are south at 11, wind chill -13. By this time tomorrow, wind gusts are going to be into the triple digits. Almost certain of it. As we take a look at the weather alerts that are out right now, Environment Canada has blizzard warnings from the Avalon Peninsula as far west as Bay of Exploits along Notre Dame Bay and as far west along the south coast as Canagra. Blowing snow advisory buckets in the interior, Grand Falls, Windsor vicinity, Green Bay, White Bay, Northern Peninsula, East Doramia, and Channel Port Basque under a wind warning for high winds. Areas under the blizzard warning are going to see the highest amounts of snow and the highest wind. Specifically, so far as the highest snowfall goes, that's going to be on the Avalon Peninsula. In conjunction with the blizzard, which is almost a guarantee from what I'm looking at right now, which is, again, 4 hours of visibility under 400 meters due to snow and or blowing snow. And also winds 40 kilometers an hour or greater. And we are going to see winds far exceeding that. So I do think a blizzard will verify for many areas of eastern and northeastern Newfoundland as we go through tomorrow and tomorrow night. In combination, we have a storm surge warning in effect from Notre Dame Bay all the way around to the southern shore for northerly winds, going to bring a higher than normal high tide tomorrow night and Saturday morning, in combination with very high waves, breaking 7 to 10 meters higher than that offshore. So if you have some interest in coastal infrastructure, you're going to want to keep an eye on that for the high tide cycles tomorrow night. And then as we go into Saturday morning with a surge of up to 80 centimeters, and again, those 7 to 10 meter waves possibly breaking right on shore from persistent northerly winds developing tomorrow and continuing as we go into the mid part of the day on Saturday. But again, right now, ahead of this, it's quiet, it's cold across the province, and that really is about it. Wind speeds, not overly impressive right now, nothing to write home about. Our area of low pressure developing right now in the Gulf of Maine, all that moisture you see there, that is the developing low. It's going to explosively intensify. This low is going to undergo what's called bombogenesis. You might have heard it referred to in mainstream media as a weather bomb. Well, that's technically correct, but the technical term is called bombogenesis. And it's when a low drops 24 millibars for your weather geeks in 24 hours. This low is going to far exceed that. And for more weather geekery, this low is going to wrap itself up off the east coast of the Avalon Peninsula by tomorrow evening at 958 millibars or less. That's stronger than some hurricanes. So this low is going to be ridiculously strong, which is why it's going to be so windy as it goes by. The other reason it's going to be so windy is this. So here's our low this evening. Watch the isobars get tightly packed as it approaches southeastern Newfoundland during the day tomorrow. That's going to bring very high wind speeds in conjunction with the heavy snowfall north and west of the low. So lows that develop very quickly often have intense precipitation and very high winds. and this low is going to be no slouch in that department. But notice how those isobars are very tightly packed across eastern and northeastern Newfoundland. On the northwest side of the low, these are where the strongest winds are going to be as we get into tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. Now, part of the reason we're going to see the strong winds is because the low is going to be very strong, and strong lows generate very high winds. The other reason is because we have this big area of high pressure over eastern Ontario and western Quebec, and the air between these two features has to get squeezed, and as that happens, it accelerates. So you have the combination of the low and the high, and you have to set up for some extremely high winds across eastern and northeastern Newfoundland as we head into tomorrow evening. So as far as the highlights go from this, again, the heaviest snow across eastern and northeastern Newfoundland, the heaviest during the day Friday, the whole day. It will not end, though, until Saturday morning. We're talking about snowfall rates on the Avalon and possibly Bonda Vista Peninsulas on the order of 4 to 6 plus centimeters per hour. You can't keep up with that with a plow. You can't keep up with that with a snowblower. So once it starts, you're going to want to just stay in and hunker down because roads are going to become impassable very quickly tomorrow during the day. In conjunction with that, by tomorrow evening, we're talking about winds gusting 120 to 150 out of the north for roughly a 12-hour period. So in combination with the heavy snow, we're talking about high winds, and this is, to me, more the concern. Not so much the snow, even though it's going to be a lot, but the high winds. We've seen winds like this a few years ago, back in March, and we saw numerous homes damaged, numerous power outages, and it was a mess. And I do think we have the potential of seeing that again as we get into Saturday once we start the cleanup process. And so far as the waves go, high waves and storm surge with a high tide Friday night into Saturday morning, as we've already discussed. Now, how much snow are we talking about? Well, on the northeast Avalon North, I'm thinking right now 60 to 80 centimeters of snow. And if you think about the biggest one-day snowfalls recorded at St. John's going back to 1942, not the biggest storms, but biggest one-day snowfalls, this would be very significant if we get over 60 centimeters. It just does not happen all that often. Brian Walsh, another meteorologist, tweeted out these stats earlier today. Number 5 so far as the biggest one-day snowfalls happened in 1943, 50.8 centimeters. In 2006, 54 centimeters was recorded at the airport. 54.9 on Feb 15th, 1959. 60 centimeters just over January 22nd, 2005. And then April 5th, 1999, 68.4 centimeters was recorded in one day. And that's in April, which is crazy enough in and of itself. Now, if the forecast holds true, we might break this or be one or number 2 as we get into the evening hours tomorrow, because I think most of our snow is going to fall in the run of the day. We'll talk about the snowfall forecast in more detail and break it down hour by hour, plus your wind forecast coming up in just a few minutes on the evening news hour. Tony and Mike, back to you.
Holy crap. That's all I got to say about that. Holy crap. 150 kilometers of wind, 80 centimeters of snow. Oh my God. We're in for a storm, I tell you that. The big storm too. Alright you guys, hope you guys got all the generators all full up and everything, and whatever if you don't have generators, well, stay warm as best as you can, okay? So stay safe tomorrow, you guys. Love you all. Bye.